What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to Expressionculture. Here with me, Gareth, the Honda Guru. Today, doing more jazz bits. So, I've got some Novsight LED bulbs for the jazz. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to do this actually because I couldn't really be bothered with the legalities of it, and this car has auto lighting, so if the car thought that it was too dark when I start it, the lights would come on automatically as the car is cranking over, which, if I'm sure, as you're aware, to LEDs, especially aftermarket LEDs or aftermarket xenons, HLEDs, that can actually damage them because you're taking the load away from them on and off. Basic electrics, I'm sure you're aware of that. Anyway, I decided that I've had enough of that. As much as the Osram bulbs are good for light output, you still got that slightly yellowy halogen glow, which I hate. And seeing so many modern cars on the way to work with LED lighting, I'm just like, I need to do it. So I've bought Novsight N31 series bulbs. That's not the fitment, that's the series of bulbs. If you've bought Novsight bulbs before, you'll know what I'm on about. I have N15s in the CRZ dip beam and high beam, and also N15s in the dip beam on the Civic. I did have N15s on my old GE Jazz, which were a H4 fitment. These are H4 as well. Like I said, these are N31s. Now, the reason I've gone for the N31s is I put N31s in the front fog lights on the CRZ, and I thought they were incredible. Actually, much more better build quality, I guess. It's probably just a newer model, and it's just built slightly better. Still as bright as the others. I've got a picture actually with both of them on, so the dip beam and the fog lights, and there's no difference between the two in terms of light output. So anyway, like I said, I've got H4s for the headlights, which are a dip and high beam combination bulb, and also I think they're H8 actually on the Jazz, but they are H8, H11 and H9 fitment, I believe. Now, so I don't know if people know this, but certain bulbs are the same fitments but can be a different output. So like I said, with the H8s, 9s and 11s, they're the same fitment but different outputs. But because these are LED, they're a much more lower watt that they drain on the electrical system anyway, so it makes no difference. I think a H8 is a 35 watt and I think a H11 is a 50 or 55 watt, but they both can work because these bulbs are actually only 25 watts but have absolutely more light output being LED. Obviously LED is a much brighter light, but doesn't take as much current or watts to actually emit the same level of light, so there's a plus benefit there. Anyway, let's show you the products. Novsight have recently, or fairly recently, actually rebranded their boxes, and sadly I was sent a new and old, which I suppose is quite fairly good because then I can show you a comparison of the two. So they've reduced the packaging down on the newer ones. You don't get the cotton gloves anymore that they used to give you, which is a bit of a shame because obviously, you know, you're not meant to touch any of the heated components, because if the oils from your skin get onto the bulbs, any of the heated areas, it could cause a fire. Do apologise, the chavs in the background. Here we go. This is the newer style box you get. Someone's texting me. It's Richard. Hi, Richard. And this is the older style box. From the part numbers you can see here, so the middle will always be the series, so N31 and then the fitment H11. But as you can see, H11, as I was saying, H8, 9 and 11 is the same fitment, and then these are the H4. Again, you can see from the part numbers, they're now on the back of the box. So I've brought these bulbs in a number of my vehicles. Like I said, H15s, not H15s, N15 series before. now onto N31s, which I've also got in the CRZ fog lights over there. You would have seen that in a recent video if you've checked that out. So yeah, they're hiding away in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see them or not. Yeah, I'm gonna do the jazz. There's Harry's gorgeous one over there. So welcome to the engine bay of the GK3 Jazz. Being H4, it's only one bulb, so we have to take the plug off there and then take the rubber gasket off around it, and it will be the same on the other side there. I'm sure I don't need to teach you how to change bulbs, but I recently had to teach my good friend Richard something similar on his Xenons. Is you actually fit the collar first and then fit the retaining spring to that, rather than trying to get the retaining spring around the whole plug and resistor. But I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Right, trouble is there's no point in me really showing you how to do this. One, I'm sure you know how, and two, my hands are always going to be in the way, so I might do one and then show you a difference between the output. But like I said, I've currently got the Osram bulbs in there, which have got the slightly blue tinge to them, but they're the get it out. They're basically the limit on legal halogen bulbs. As you might know, nowadays it's an MOT failure to have LED bulbs in your car in this country, in the UK. Okay, if they're not blinding anyone or they're not glaring, creating any glare, I don't see the actual problem in increasing visibility and marking your position on the road. But as I said this before, that's a story for another day, I guess. Right, now with the old bulb out, as you can see, this is a H4 fitment. What I do, this is what I was trying to explain earlier, but what I showed to Richard, is when he gets it out of the box. So these are fanless, this model, which is important to me. I can't be dealing with fanned ones. So this retaining ring, which is for H4 fitment, they twist off, as you can see the little rubber gasket there. So what you actually want to do is fit that, twist this off, fit that to the housing first, and then put the clip on it, and then you just literally slide this in and click it into place. It will also, you can see all those little marks around it, that's your level of adjustment, so you can adjust the beam pattern. So what I'll do tomorrow is, once I go to work, is put it on the MOT bay and actually adjust the beam so it's correct. Ooh, Novsight. I use a spoon or something like this. It just needs to be something long and narrow to hook into the back of the headlight, and you can put the sort of fitment ring on it, just so you don't drop it into the headlight. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I did it before on the Civic. So you can see now the fitment ring. Try and get that glare out of the way. No, you can't really see it, but the fitment ring is now in place. So you now just need to like twist it into place. So you pop it through and then twist it. The hell is that noise? That's so weird. Right, here's the 50/50. That's the Osram bulb, which to be fair isn't really as yellow as standard ones, obviously. And then there is the Osram LED, which has a slight bit of blue to it, which I don't really like, compared to the pure white LEDs I've got in the side lights. But definitely looks better than the halogen bulb. Right, let's do the other one now. This is sort of a pain. You got the fucking fuse box in the way. Oh, right. Catch you in a minute. What? Oh, that's done. My hands all bruised again. Joys of having big hands. Big everything, really. Actually, no, that sounds bad. He's laughing his head off. I do not mean my penis. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Anyway, I meant as in, I was actually just trying to call myself fat politely, but never mind. That's all done. As you can probably hear, my Jazz is ticking away nicely behind us. Just making sure that they weren't flickering or anything once the actual engine's running through to electrical pulsation and everything like that. But no, everything's fine. They do have a slightly, very slightly blue tinge to them. You probably wouldn't notice it if you're not comparing it to another bulb. Because I have like a completely white side light, it is slightly noticeable. Slightly annoying me. Which I find weird because they're the same bulbs are in the fog lights on my CRZ, and I don't have a problem with them. And they even match up to the N15s that I have in my high beam and low beams, which I think are, I can't even remember what fitment they are on the CRZ. That'll be a video for another day maybe. So let's have a look. We're then going to Richard again. Richard's been very good at helping organise the club stands we're going to have at Jap Show Santa Pod in May 15th. Harry's nodding. Harry will be there too, so you can come see his GK5, his lovely GK5 there, as well as my CRZ. Not my Jazz. Jazz, sadly I can't drive two cars. Might be a very talented man, but I can't drive two cars at once. Anyway, let's have a look, and then we'll do the Novsight LED H8, H9, H11 fitment. There we go. Now you might be able to see what I mean about the slightly blue tinge between that bulb and that bulb, but it looks much better than halogen, I'll tell you that. Really good. You can already, even in daylight, look at the light output on the bumper. So yeah, I've set them into sort of their default position, which is pretty much straight up. So it's emitting light on sort of 90 degrees at each side, and then we will adjust them at my work tomorrow, hopefully, on the MOT bay. But let's get the other bulbs in. Harry's getting his little hands in there. Apparently one screw to pull the arch liner down, and then you've got access to it. So he says. It's been there for a while. I thought Asians were hard working.
I'm clearly not Asian.
You've been in this country too long, man. Starting to work to our slow and lazy ethics. Alright, I'll come back to you in a bit. It's just John. What did you just do?
Fly.
Fly was on my bonnet, so he decided that he had to wipe it off. Isn't he cute? Right, anyway, it's done. I don't like him. I don't know, it's just, you'll see in a second, the way the light is dispersed, and it being a circular fog light, it the reflective pattern in the lamp actually kind of looks like it's got a halo now, and I hate that because I hate BMWs. I hate German cars. Anyway, let's have a, they're not too bad. I'm being over picky, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, right. Ding! They're very bright. They just, yeah, they kind of look like they've got halos on now. You know what I mean? That's still cool. You can't really see now, the sun's just decided to come out as we've stopped working. Typical.
There's some skylines.
What?
Skylines in our...
Skylines? In what? Our chat?
in our... yeah.
What, we've got skylines coming with us? Ooh, what ones?
Is that a 30...
33.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just been informed we've got a 33 R33 Skyline coming with us. Looks like a GTS-T. So there we go, boys and girls. Road's pretty busy today.
It is.
A lot of cars going by. It's a bloody Sunday. Go have your Sunday lunch. I want a Sunday lunch. I've said this before in my other videos. I need to get my wife to make me one.
Make yourself.
I don't even know where she is. Make me cook?
I'll teach you. It's so easy.
What? I know how to cook. I choose not to. I'll use a microwave. Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, my wife needs to make me a roast. No, I don't actually fancy one. When I'm working on cars, I don't even like eating. I know I'm a fat bastard, but yeah, I don't actually eat that much. Just eat like maybe one large meal a day and maybe a smaller one later on. So, boys and girls, that is all done. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it's been a little bit of an insight into the product. This is Novsight. Yes, boys and girls, hope to see you at either Jap Fest Silverstone this weekend, coming up. I shall be on the Integra DC5 Owners Club. Do apologise if I've got that round the wrong way. I don't actually quite know how the official title is. Harry, what club are you on?
Precision tuned.
Precision tuned. What's that?
There's a load of random cars. Well, it's mainly Swiss sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like from your old group?
It wasn't one of my old groups, but it's one of my old friends.
Fair enough.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
Back when I had the Eden Sport. Which I love still.
Ah. Get one and case swap it.
People have said that.
Has anyone done it yet?
People have looked into it, but I think it's quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
But case swap that.
That's been done.
I'll do it.
Do you reckon?
When I win the lottery.
Okay, you're not going to do it then?
No.
So, boys and girls, yes, go check out Harry's GK5 Jazz Sport on the, I forgot already, Precision Tuned?
Yeah.
Yeah, Precision Tuned stand. As I said, my CRZ will be on the Integra DC5 Owners Club stand. Probably hidden away, because I'm sure they won't like to offend the other owners by having a little hybrid sitting on their front line, but we'll see. If not, you know, whatever. If you see me about, come say hi. If you see Harry, come say hi. Hopefully I'll be rocking some Expressionculture merch on the day, depending on the weather. I will be, because it doesn't matter what the weather is. I'll be usually in a t-shirt and shorts. Unless it is pissing it down, then I might wear a hoodie and still shorts. What are you thinking about, Harry?
Nothing. I think about like Toby Carvery.
Toby Carvery?
Yeah, we'll have a Carvery tonight.
Yeah, the nearest one's Stevenage to here. Yeah, it's fucking shit.
That's one I'm going to.
Is it? One near Roy and Mex?
Yes.
Yeah. We're going off topic. Anyway, boys and girls, come see us. Obviously, Richard's going to be on the DC5 Integra Owners stand thing, Silverstone, Jap Fest, this weekend, whatever the date is. What is it, April 10th?
Yes.
I think, yeah. And then May 15th, Jap Show, Santa Pod. Please come and check out my stand, Expressionculture, where I have a host of Japanese cars, and I've been told a Clio with a K-swap. Was it Clio? Yeah. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, K-swap the world, I guess. Get away from the cars, you little mongrels. Have a wonderful day, boys and girls, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, Harry.